Today we're going to talk about a topic that might make you feel a bit uncomfortable, but I promise that knowing about it will completely transform your life and your health. That constant bloating, like you've got a balloon in your stomach, that chronic fatigue as if your battery is always drained, those crazy sugar and sweets cravings, those skin itches, or even grinding your teeth while you sleep. We're always looking for complicated reasons behind our problems, while the real culprit might just be an invisible army of invaders that have made a home in your body and are feeding off you. Yes, today we're going to talk about parasites. A shocking truth is that a very high percentage of us are hosts to these opportunistic creatures without even knowing it. Stay with me until the end of this video because you're going to learn how to politely kick these uninvited guests out of your body. Where do these parasites come from? From contaminated water, vegetables and fruits that haven't been washed properly, undercooked meat, pets, and even walking barefoot on soil. These creatures enter your body, attach themselves to the walls of your intestines, and do two main things. First, they steal the best nutrients from the food you eat. That's why even though you eat good food, you still feel weak and lack essential minerals. Second, like any living being, they produce waste. This waste is toxic and enters your bloodstream, causing inflammation, allergic reactions, skin problems, and brain fog. In fact, many of the symptoms we attribute to countless other things are actually our body's reaction to the presence and waste of this invisible army. So, how can we disarm this invisible army? Nature has provided us with several incredibly powerful biological weapons. Today we're going to combine a few of these weapons to create an excellent anti-parasite bomb. The ingredients you need are a handful of raw pumpkin seeds, no additives, raw, a teaspoon of fresh papaya seeds, the same black seeds you usually throw away, a few cloves of raw garlic, and a tablespoon of virgin coconut oil. Why this combination? Pumpkin seeds contain a compound called cucurbitacin, which paralyzes parasites and prevents them from attaching to the intestinal wall. Papaya seeds also contain a powerful enzyme called papain, which digests the outer wall of parasites. Garlic also contains allicin, which is a strong antiparasitic and antifungal agent, and coconut oil, with its capric acid, helps eliminate them as well. Before we get to the full recipe and the details of the cleansing protocol, if you find this information useful, I'd really appreciate your support by liking, commenting, or sharing this video with your friends. That way I can continue on this path with even more energy. And if you're living abroad, you have the option to send a super thanks or join as a member. The link is below. The videos are right next to the like and subscribe buttons. In any case, thank you all for your support. Let's get back to the rest of the discussion. So what's the cleansing protocol like? The best time to take this bomb is in the morning on a completely empty stomach. All these ingredients, pumpkin seeds, papaya seeds, garlic and coconut oil, should be put into a blender and mixed with a little water to make a thick smoothie, and then you can enjoy it. After drinking it, don't eat anything else for at least an hour so these ingredients have a chance to do their job. Do this for 7 consecutive days, and during this period, cut out sugar, white flour, and dairy completely, because these are the favorite foods of parasites, and you don't want to feed your enemy while you're fighting them. Instead, drink plenty of water and get fiber from vegetables to help flush out the dead and paralyzed parasites from your body. Now we've reached the important part. What should you expect? During this period, you might notice some strange things in your stool. From tiny white specks that could be parasite eggs to long strands resembling spaghetti or even whole worms. Don't panic if you see them. This means your protocol is working and you're getting rid of these invaders. Another very important point is a phenomenon called the die-off reaction. When parasites die in your body, they release a large amount of toxins and waste all at once. This can cause you to experience symptoms like headache, fatigue, nausea, or body aches for a day or two. This isn't a bad sign. It's a sign that you're winning the battle. All you need to do is drink plenty of water to help your body flush out these toxins. But there's another secret that many people don't know about. Parasites don't just live in your intestines, they build a protective nest for themselves called a biofilm. I'll talk about these in a completely separate video. It's a really important topic and it's actually fascinating to learn about. Biofilm is a slimy, sticky layer made up of waste products and proteins, and like an invisible shield, it hides parasites, harmful bacteria, and Candida fungus from your immune system and medications. This biofilm is the main reason behind chronic infections that are resistant to treatment. Until you break through this shield, you can't actually reach the enemy itself. So how do we destroy this hideout? Here, two natural biofilm busting weapons come into play. The first weapon is enzymes. Taking proteolytic enzymes like bromelain, which is found in pineapple, or papain, which is in papaya, on an empty stomach helps digest and break down the protein structure of this layer. And the second more powerful weapon is NAC, or N-acetylcysteine. This is a supplement that's easily available at pharmacies. It's a specialist in breaking down stubborn, slimy biofilms. Adding Nasi to your cleansing protocol is like blowing up the enemy's castle walls with dynamite before launching a nuclear attack. For a more thorough and professional cleanse, you also need to eliminate the parasite eggs. This is where clove comes into play. Clove is one of the few plants that can break down the tough shell of parasite eggs. During those 7 days, you can take a quarter teaspoon of clove powder with water 2 to 3 times a day. For more resistant cases, there are bitter and powerful herbs like wormwood and black walnut hull, whose extracts you can get from reputable herbal stores. However, these are very potent and must be started with a low dose, and pregnant or breastfeeding women should never use them. Finally, after the battle is over, it's time for recovery. You need to rebuild the army of good gut bacteria that have been weakened during this battle. Use probiotic foods like kefir, kimchi, and probiotic yogurt to introduce new soldiers to your gut, and feed these new soldiers by consuming prebiotic fibers such as garlic, onions, and vegetables. This cleanse is not just about getting rid of a few worms. It's a complete restart for your digestive system, immune system, and your energy levels. This is an opportunity to regain full control over your body. The topic of this video was very important. Please share it with all your friends so they can benefit from it. Watching the next videos will also help you get more information. Thank you for staying with me until the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next video, take care.